it's recording. Hi! You're here!
You're back! Woo!
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. We haven't seen you since last year. It's been so long.
Oh man, it feels like a long time as well. I've missed your face.
Yes, I've missed you too. And I've missed our games. But, I think last time we kind of skipped it, but there was a game that we have not given an answer to yet. Although somebody in my channel did come up with the answer, and I made sure to tell them yes, that was it. I didn't want them to have to wait so long. But the last time we got together, last time, one of those times we got together, I asked what game was it, and the clue I gave you was that the aliens were invading the circus. And the answer to that is Invasion from Outer Space, which is a game from Frog Productions. They also do Last Night on Earth, and another couple of cool games. One that I had on my Christmas list, but didn't make it. I forgot the name. But yeah, so in the Invasion from Outer Space, you have aliens that come down, and you are playing as circus people. A cute little bear, by the way. I love the bear. And other like the bearded lady and all that stuff, and you're fighting zombies. It's really cool. And at the end of this video, we're going to have another game, so stay tuned for that. But today we're doing a special one, right, Angela? Yeah.
We are talking about our top games of last year, so 2023.
Right. How many games are on your list?
Do you know what? I think I've got 7. I've written them down. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
How many on yours?
I have 5 because, so it's a top 11 games of the year. Prime number for you guys.
Hey, I like the number 11.
Yeah. A lot of times you get top 10s, but we are going to do you one better.
Oh, we're ramping it up to 11.
That's right. That's how cool we are. Don't tell me, are you sure you're cool like you did last time?
Hey, guess what? Pandemic isn't on my list this time.
Oh,
even though I played it this year.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you about your list. Is your list games that were released in 2023 or games that you played in 2023?
Games I played in 2023. Of all the games on my list, there's only one that released in 2023. Okay.
I made a list of games released in 2023 because I figure if we were going to do top games that I should try and focus on 2023. However, I would say that I only included games that I've played in 2023. So because I looked at a lot of lists as a reference, and there were a lot of lists that had the same names, which I'll probably talk about later. But I hadn't played them, so I don't know. People are saying they're good, but I have no idea. What about you, Angela?
Yeah, I've chosen games that I played this year, and I will say to our lovely viewers, I know I've been a bad board gamer this year. I know that I've been playing a lot more video games than board games, so that's why they're not all from 2023. And I've also taken a step back from FOMO shopping, which is what I used to do. I would see someone talking about a board game and I'd be like, I really need that. And I would go and buy it. I've stopped doing that. Finally, only took about, 8 years.
How did you stop that? Because we all need to learn that.
You know what? I stopped a few times. It was like I had an addiction problem. I stopped and then I would fall back into it. Then I stopped, but I haven't done it now. And I actually think video gaming helped me break it. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. So you replaced it with something else. There's an ABA term for that. I just try not to go on Kickstarter because that's where they get me.
Yeah, no, I don't do that anymore. Although I am expecting one this week that looks really good. I'm super excited. So
yeah, it's sad to say because some of the there's two Kickstarter games that are on my list that we're going to talk about today. So I should go back to Kickstarter, but it's just too many games, too much money.
Vortex. It will grab you.
Okay, so since you have 6 games, why don't we start with you? And I guess they're not in any particular order, or
just games that I really enjoyed playing this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start with Forever Home, which I know I mentioned on another video, and it's where you rehome dogs, and it's a little set collection drafting tile placement thing where you've got the cards with a certain sort of pattern, and you have to fill that in, and then you rehome the dogs in the city or maybe on a farm, and it's super duper cute.
Oh, I'm sure. Was that released in 2023 or is it an older game?
It was released in 2023, so there you go. There's my 2023.
Okay, perfect.
Forever Home. I think it's by Birdwood Games? They released another dog one called Dog Park.
Okay, sure. I've
that
heard
I
of that
also
one.
own, but I haven't played it yet.
Okay, yeah. I've heard of Dog Park. But Forever Home sounds really cute.
It's so easy to play as well. It's not a big heavy game. It's just a nice light to medium game.
Gotcha. So I kind of did put them in order. So I guess I would say that my top 5 for 2023, a game released in 2023, is Lorcana. And that's the new Disney game that looks a lot like Magic the Gathering. So obviously it makes sense that it made my list because I love Magic the Gathering. Have been playing the game for a long time. And now you put a Disney theme on that and make some changes. It doesn't look exactly like Magic, obviously, but it does. You can see the influence there for sure. And I've seen a lot of people that are really into it. Like even on one of the Discord channels that I follow, they've created a channel just to talk about Lorcana, which I don't understand because I haven't played it enough to really understand all the decks that you can build. But it looks like it gets really intricate.
Okay, I've got a top tip for you for Lorcana.
You froze.
Are we back? We've had a few technical difficulties, but we're back. And I was just saying to you, if you've got a shop called Box Lunch near you, when I was there last week, they had Lorcana packs for $1 each.
Ooh.
So it might be worth checking that out.
Oh, yeah. I love that store, by the way. It's such a cool store.
I always go to Hot Topic and Box Lunch when I'm in the US because we don't have them.
Yeah, Spencer, Hot Topic, Box Lunch. Those are cool stores where you can find cool stuff. But my favorite place was New Orleans. I think I told you every toy store had board games in them. It was like, you guys are cool.
That's cool.
You guys are cool. That's what I thought. Okay, I'll have to check. I'll have to check that out. You're sending me to the mall. Very nice. I don't like the mall.
Spending more money.
Well, $1. I mean, that's great. That's a great deal.
Yeah, thought so. I should have got some, but I'd reached my limit.
But you played Lorcana.
I have not played Lorcana, but when I saw that they were $1, I was like, you should get some because obviously I played Magic way back in the day. I would probably enjoy it, and I like Disney, but yeah, it just didn't grab me quite enough to purchase them.
Got it. Well, and you would need a lot of them to make a deck. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they have like 5 colors, I think, 6 colors, even more than Magic, I think. And every pack is going to have different colors. So imagine how many packs you would need to create a deck that actually functions well, right?
That's how they get ya.
Yeah, of course. All right, so what's your next one?
All right, my next one is Spots, which is a little tiny box game I've mentioned before again because I played it this year. It's from 2022, wonderful players, and it's a push your luck game where you're rolling dice and trying to fill out the dice onto your dog cards, and your dogs have got spots on them and they're the spots on the dice, and it's adorable and just a lot of fun, super easy to play, and I like push your luck.
I'm noticing a dog theme on your list.
Oh, I never even realized. You're right. They're the only two. Okay,
we're moving away from dogs. Okay, I love dogs, so keep it going if you want to. I don't mind. All right, so my top 4 is not about dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about superheroes, and it's actually one of those Kickstarters I was talking about. It's Marvel Zombies. Marvel Zombies is a game. It's a Zombicide game. So if you've played Zombicide before, then you would be familiar with the mechanics, the basic mechanics of this one. However, this one has a little bit of a twist to it that I really enjoy. And I'll tell you, I like Zombicide. I mean, I got into Zombicide because of Black Plague. Because Black Plague, if you haven't played it or haven't heard of it, is Zombicide with medieval, fighters, like your typical rogue and archer and all that cool stuff, mage, etc. So I really like Black Plague, and then so I was like, oh, Zombicide is so good. Then I got the one from the Western one, and I totally did not enjoy that game at all. I mean, I enjoyed it, but not enough. So I was on the fence with Marvel Zombies because it was so disappointing to not enjoy. And I'm like, I'll just play Black Plague. But it's actually really good. And the miniatures, just the miniatures alone are amazing. I gotta say they did amazing job with those miniatures. And then on top of that, they added this mechanic where you're a superhero, so you're OP, right? You're very strong. But as you get stronger, you also get more hungry because you're actually a superhero zombie. So you need to eat brains or eat people in order to not go like totally crazy and like not have control of your actions. But when you eat other people to kind of lower your hunger, then you're not as powerful. So it's that you have to balance that where, okay, well, do I want to just kill a bunch of zombies? And if you play Zombicide, you know that there's hordes coming at you every turn. So if you stay, hungry, you're probably gonna do more damage because you're rolling more dice. But you can't go too crazy hungry, or else you're not gonna be able to do much. So I thought that was really clever, and I've actually enjoyed it a lot. On top of the amazing miniatures and being able to play the characters that you know and that you love, And they have a lot of characters, especially with the Kickstarter. I got miniature upon miniature of cool characters and bystanders that you would recognize and you would know and you would love. So that's why it made my top 4. Marvel Zombies.
Cool. I was really interested in that one, but I'd bought Marvel United with all the miniatures, and I was like, oh, I'm going to paint all these and I'm going to play this all the time. And no, I never. So I tried not to step into there, but I was super interested in it.
Yeah, Marvel United is a fun game, and the miniatures are so cute.
Oh my god, this is so cute. Yeah.
All right, what you got?
My next one is called Flamecraft, and it's got, speaking of adorable miniatures, oh my goodness, it's got little dragon miniatures, and you're basically sort of little dragon artisans, and there's shops, and you have to try and match up, put your dragon in the right place at the right time, and make these shops sort of flourish. And it's just I haven't played it for a long time. I played it when I first got it, but I really enjoyed it enough to set up a little board game meetup the following week, and we played it again just because it was so adorable, and artwork on it's beautiful, and the gameplay on it was easy enough for my little tiny brain to get around. I really enjoyed that one this year, Flamecraft.
It was that released? When was that released? Not 2022?
That was released in 2022.
Okay, because I saw that one on a lot of lists.
Oh, really?
I saw it enough to be curious about it. Like,
it's really lovely. I think there might be 2 versions of it. I could be wrong, but I think the version I've got's got the little miniature dragons, but I think there might be a cheaper version that's just got little wooden ones.
Okay.
Could be wrong, but I think so. Be careful if you're buying it that you get the one with the little minis, because adorable.
Right, you want to get the one with the cute minis, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so my top 3 is another Kickstarter. So my second Kickstarter that was released in 2023. It has the most horrific name for whatever reason. Like, not horrific, but I'm like, why did you call it this? I don't know. It's called Gold Oblivion. I don't know. And apparently they have other Oblivion games that came before this one. And it's the one that I'm obsessed with right now. I actually have it right here on the table because it's the one that when I take a break from practicing for the band, I'm like, let me just go play a real quick game of Goldblivion, which I can't even say it fast 3 times. Goldblivion. So the cool thing about this one is it's a engine building, resource management, not so much resource management, I would say engine building card game, but it's also a deck builder, and you're actually building 2 decks, not just one. So one is your engine deck and the other one is your combat deck, and every turn you have to destroy a card from your engine building deck, which is really cool. And if you go to combat and you lose combat, you get to destroy a card from your combat deck. So you're getting rid of cards while you're also putting cards in your deck, and it is so good, so captivating. So I really do recommend that one. It should probably be higher on my list. I don't know why it isn't, honestly, because maybe because I want to.
It looks like quite a small box.
Yeah, it's a small box. It's simple. It takes me for it has a really good solo version, although you're supposed to play it competitively, but it does have like a very dedicated solo version. And I think the last game I played, it took me like 15 to 20 minutes to finish it. So it's fast.
Okay. Oh, but look at that one. I haven't heard of it before.
Probably because you haven't been looking at Kickstarter games.
Yes, that would be it.
Yeah, because this one was it didn't take long to from the Kickstarter to receiving it. It didn't take that long. Okay. It really worked on it pretty fast, which was also great.
Nice. All right. Well, my next one is I'm assuming it's a kid's game, but I'm going to say adults should play it too. My Little Everdell, which is the cut down version of Everdell. I've mentioned it before on another video, and I mentioned it because I really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. And this entry game into the Everdell universe actually got my daughter and son-in-law completely addicted to Everdell, so much so that I have given them my complete edition, and they've been playing through all the different things without me, Annabelle. Without me. But My Little Everdell came out in 2022, and it's just a cut down version of Everdell. Worker placement, get your little bits and pieces that you need to make your village bigger and get more people, and just a lovely little thing. If you want a super quick game of Everdell, even if you're an adult, My Little Everdell, really good.
I need to check that one out, like on Target, or because I'm pretty sure I can find it on like a regular store, and just bring it home, because I know you've raved about it before, and I like Everdell, but if you're making it simpler, I think I would like it even more.
Very simple. Like when I was playing Everdell way back when it first came out, it was burning my brain. Like trying to keep track of everything. This one's more my speed.
Right. Yeah, I get it. I understand. Yeah, I would probably enjoy that one more. All right, so down to my number 2. We're almost there to the number 1 game of the year of 2023. So this one also came out in 2023, and it's The Witcher Old World. I think it was earlier in 2023, because I know I haven't played it in a while, but when I was playing it, I remember that I was like, I would play it, finish, and I wanted to play again. And I would just leave it set up on the table, because I would go maybe eat and come back and play again. It's really cool the way that even the board is set, because you have different faces, and the board is set so that you'll do the face on the left, which is not this one, it's this one, right? I don't know, whichever way. You'll do one phase, and then you'll go in the middle and do the other phase of the turn, and then you'll do the deck building part, which was on the other end. And it kept the game very organized. And you guys know that I like to be organized. So when a game is organized enough that you can follow it, and it's just so smooth, it's really good. And then it's The Witcher. What's not to love, right?
Yeah. I need to watch The Witcher. Don't hate me. I haven't watched it, but I know I need to watch it. I don't know why I haven't. I love fantasy and sci-fi. I just never got into it.
I will tell you, I started watching The Witcher, and I didn't get into it at all. I stopped. And then I had somebody that's a Witcher fan watch it with me and explain that they were going back and forth in time. And I'm like, I would have never known if you hadn't told me that. I was so confused with this that I just kind of like got bored of it. I watched the new season. I watched like one episode, and it wasn't that great. And now that I know that he's leaving, it's like, well, after he leaves, I'm not going to watch anymore. So I understand.
Yeah. Oh, well. Well, we'll get to it.
I'm sure.
All right. My last one. Well, second last one, because I've got an honorable mention, but my last one is actually from 2022 again, Mists over Carcassonne, which is a cooperative Carcassonne game. Now, I did own Carcassonne, and I ended up selling it because it just wasn't getting played. It got played when I first got into board gaming, and then I got rid of it. But I really like this one because it's co-op. So you're working together to stop ghosts from taking over your map. So clever.
Wait, you were working together to do what? I'm sorry?
So there's ghosts, and they sort of spread out. So you have to try and keep the ghosts confined and make sure you've still got enough ghosts in your pool, because if you run out of ghosts to put on the board, you're done. But it's Carcassonne, but you get to play. Why does that
sound a lot like Pandemic?
Oh, I never thought of it. I never thought of it like that, but kinda.
No wonder you like it.
That's on my list.
Yeah, no wonder you like it. I mean, just what you describe, it's like the ghosts keep building up, and you have to get rid of them. That sounds like Pandemic to me.
Yeah, you have to sort of block them in, and then you obviously remove them from the board, and then you put them back in your pool. So you're keeping your pool with the ghosts, because if you suddenly get an outbreak of ghosts,
look at that. Okay. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of games that are influenced by a great game like Pandemic. It's got to happen. You have to look at the great games and take some good stuff from there, right? So
yeah.
But I haven't heard of that one. And that one was released when? Also 2022?
It was 2022.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I have the same issue with Carcassonne. I love it. But it's one of those games that you played when you started playing board games, but then there's so many others and you get distracted. But I would check that one out for sure.
Yeah, I'm keeping this one. Like, this is a forever game for me. I'm keeping it in my collection.
Cool.
I won't get rid of it.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so we're down to my number one game of 2023, released in 2023, and the one that gets played the most here in Florida, in my house at least. And it is Star Wars: The Deck Building Game. That game is fire, you guys. It's so good. You feel like you're destroying bases, and you're actually making progress towards destroying the Empire if you're playing the Rebels, which I usually do. And I guess the other way around. And you feel like a rebel. Most of the time, the Empire has plenty of cards to choose from, and you're there like, well, it's just me and my gun trying to defeat the other player. And I guess if you're, and the Empire keeps taking the few cards that the rebels see on the board, the Empire keeps discarding them, or just checking them, and if they're a rebel, discarded. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, so it gives you that feeling that you get in the movies where the rebels are just trying their best with the little resources they have. And to pull that off in a deck builder, I think that's pretty impressive, Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, so that's why it made the top of my list, and also because it gets played here a lot, because also it's fast, it's easy to play, there's a very, very little setup, very little cleanup, so it works out.
I'm gonna have to look into that one. Yeah, number one.
Number one. That's good. Okay. And you said you had an honorable
mention, Annabelle, and for people that watch us recently, they're going to know it's Demio in VR, which is just such a good board game. I really enjoy it, and obviously I enjoy it because I get to play it with you. But it's just so clever. It is good. It feels like a board game.
It does feel like a board game. I wish that you could adjust the difficulty level. That's the only thing I would ask, because I have tried one mission so many times and have died so many times that I've decided I'm not going to try that mission anymore. I'm just going to play other missions because that one, it's not fun. It's not fun if you can't beat it. And I'm sure people have beaten it. It's just that I haven't. But no. But I love Demio. You're right. It's a great game. It does what it needs to do. It gives you that board game feeling / D&D, because you're at that basement, and it's really cool. And we've talked about it extensively in our other videos, so go check that out if you haven't, and if you want more information.
That's it. We've done
that's the list. That's the list. What about you guys? What are your top 2023 games, or games that you played in 2023 that we should know about? I know I saw a lot of Flamecraft. I saw a lot of, I think it was White Castle or it was White something.
Yeah. Is that the one that goes with Red Cathedral? Is that one? I think there's a pair of games, isn't there?
I have not played that one, but I saw it on a lot of lists. I saw the Castles of Mad King something. I'm not sure, but I saw that one too. So maybe you guys have other suggestions or other games that you enjoyed that you can tell us and let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, definitely. Even though I'm not buying them, I'm always up for chatting about them and learning about new ones for sure.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, birthdays are coming up, you know.
I say I'm not buying board games. I literally bought a board game when I was in the US.
What did you buy?
I bought, I think it's Funko. It's a Disney animation game. And I think it uses like clear cards that you put on the scenes of the Disney movies.
Oh yeah, I just had that one. Just came out on my channel. The run through of that one just came out on the channel.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I know what I'll be watching this afternoon. Thank you, Annabelle.
I actually like that one. I think Snow White is OP. Like Snow White is way too powerful. But other than that, I think the gameplay is really good and it's really fun. It's really is
awesome. Oh, now I'm excited about it because you can teach me how to play it.
Yeah. I'll be happy to teach you.
Awesome.
I don't even have to do it. Like you can just go watch the video and you'll know all about it. Yeah, it's a fun one. It really is. I'm happy you got that one. Before we go, I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. So before we go, let's do the game because I'm gonna forget if we don't. So I'm just gonna show you a component of a game, and you try and figure out what game it's from. So let's see if I can do this. Over here. Can you see it?
I think so. What does it say? My glasses are terrible, Annabelle. I'm getting them changed.
I can read it. Oh my gosh. No, I can't. Bill Urich. And then I can't read the rest of it because I can't see it. But okay. It's some ability. I don't think that's going to help you guys know what game this is from.
I do not recognize it.
I can give you a hint. It's from one of the games that I talked about today. You can't make it any easier than that.
All right.
You can't guess because then nobody else.
You are.
Very good. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us one more time, and thank you for just being supportive. We appreciate you guys so much. We really do. And yeah, let us know what else you'd like for us to talk about because we don't have a topic for next time. So do it. There it is. There's the hearts. You did it. Yeah. Look at that. She loves you all. I do too, but my screen is not as cool as Angela's. So there you go. All right, guys. Play more games. See you next time.
See ya. Yay, we got there in the end.
We did.